It's more important than me investing in stocks, and it's more important than looking in that land which may rise in 20 years from now. What is more important is the effort of deen, and what Allah, and this is shaitan. Shaitan's job is, ash-shaytanu ya'idukum al-faqr wa ya'murukum bil-fahsha. Shaitan will always make you afraid of poverty. No, this time, if you go to the masjid, you spend time in the masjid, but you will lose on that. You will lose on that sale, on that opportunity, on that investment. This is from shaitan. Allah has clearly told us. And shaitan will always make us afraid of this poverty. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised us different things. Wallahu ya'idukum ridwan wa maghfirah. Allah has promised us His pleasure, and Allah has promised us His forgiveness. And that is the whole thing. All of this we have been talking about dunya to akhirat, mal to amal, and creation to creator. All of this, my respected brothers, this is the application of it. We need to make an intention that we will apply it. It is for us. It is not for certain people of the ummah. So inshallah, we request all of the brothers to make this intention. Spreading deen in Dallas is my responsibility. It is your responsibility. Every doctor, every professional, every engineer, every IT person, every carpenter, every plumber can do it. And Tabligh gives us a platform to make that happen. And to make that difference, we're not going to be only consumers of deen. We're not going to be only beneficiaries of deen. We're going to be contributors of deen. We're going to be those people who make the ways so that people can follow those ways. And everybody who follows those ways that we make, Allah will give us the reward of all of those people. We all make that intention, inshallah. So inshallah, right now, my respected brothers, there are jamaats going out on the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for long periods of time. MashaAllah, you see 40 days and more or less. So right now there will be a talk that will be continued that will guide those people who are going how to spend time in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is a great opportunity for everybody who's not going to get a virtual glimpse of how life is when we go out in the path of Allah. You will hear firsthand that when you go out in the path of Allah, how you should spend time. So this is, another great opportunity, and then dua will be done. So we request all of you to continue to sit, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Nahmuduhu wa nasalli ala rasulihil kareem. I know you must be very tired now. You spent a night in the path of Allah, making ibadah and then listening to the bayan also. But Allah Jalla Jalaluhu wants each of us to be successful. All these efforts which we are putting in, all these efforts are to make Allah Pak please. Allah Pak, we win to win Allah Jalla Jalaluhu's mercies. And Allah Pak, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu has done a great favor to us that Allah Jalla Jalaluhu brought us from the different parts of the world and to join us and to sit us and to praise Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu wants each one of us to be successful, and for that Allah has given us this deen. Deen is to follow the commandment of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu in the way of Nabi Pak sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now we came from from far off places. We came together here. We came here for the sake of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu to make fikr of the deen, and this is done by the tawfiq of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Without tawfiq, we would have never come to this place. There are many Muslims around here, but only few of a very small percentage of the population, Allah gave it tawfiq to come to this Ijtema. All the Ijtema, these are the trade center of Hidayah. Hidayat ki mandiyan hain ye. So from here, inshallah, Hidayat will spread to entire world. Each step we are taking here, each minute we are spending over here, Allah Jalla Jalla will make this time and this moment to give Hidayat to the humanity. We are making efforts here. Allah has given right to somebody here in Brazil. We are thinking, we are making fikr here. Allah Jalla Jalla will give Hidayat to some person to Africa. Now, my dear brother, we are here with the will and wish of Allah Jalla Jalla. So there are many Muslims, a very small population came here. And out of that, a very small portion of that is going in the path of Allah Jalla Jalla. Now, these the people who are going in the path of Allah, these are the cream. You know, for these people, Allah Pak brought some people from England, some people have come from Pakistan, and some people have been working on them. So much efforts have been spent to take these people out in the path of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. You know, a lot of effort has been spent. These are very, very important persons who are going in the path of Allah. Allah did not give this tawfiq to each and every one. So Allah gave this tawfiq to these persons who are going in the path of Allah. You know, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu look at the heart of a person. Allah see the niyat of a person. Accordingly, Allah gave him the tawfiq. Now, these people, they made this niyat. You know, why these tabligh people are asking every one of us that make niyat and make niyat. Unless you make niyat, how can you do a job then? So these people who are going in the path of Allah, they made niyat. Allah make it easy for them. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu provide provisions and everything to a person in accordance with the niyat he has made. If you make a niyat for entire humanity, Allah will give the power and strength and wisdom and means to go for that, to get that job done. So my dear brother, we are very, very important who are going in the path of Allah. It is not an ordinary thing. It is a great blessing of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. You know, we, at the day of Qiyamah, there will be 120 lines of the Ummahs, and 80 would be the Ummah of, 80 lines will be the Ummah of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and in forefront will be people of Dawat, who are making so this is a very important thing. Now, one thing is important, why we are going in the path of Allah, what we are going to do there, what goal I want to achieve. The basic thing which was told to us by elders is, the main thing is, we cannot give Hidayat to somebody. We cannot give Hidayat to me. Hidayat is in the hands of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Nabi Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam could not give Hidayat to his uncle. He wanted to give him, but Hidayat is in the hands of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. We will go and we will try to make effort for the Juhad Ajim. The basic thing for which I am going is to make a connection with Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Talak ma Allah, Allah ke saath taluk banane ke liye hum ja rahe hain. The basic thing is, I want to make my own taluk, my own connection with Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. And then we do not have the knowledge of tabligh, we do not know tabligh. We want to get education, to get training on this tabligh. It's on-job training that we are moving out. This is we try to learn tabligh. Tabligh हमें आती नहीं है, ये सीखने के लिए हम निकल रहे हैं. We do not know tabligh, but we will try to learn this tabligh during this our time we are going in the path of Allah. And what we want to achieve, like I am out for the path in the path of Allah, I want that each one of Muslim should be conscious of this effort. And you should know that is my duty. And like I'm going out in the path of Allah, all brothers they are also able to go in the path of Allah. So three things. Number one is that my own connection, I will be able to make my own connection with Allah Jalla. I want to learn this tabligh, and then I want the people, they move in the path of Allah as I have moved from. So these are three main things for which we are going in the path of Allah. Now, my dear brother, this is a very, very important mission, and it is a very great blessing of Allah, and it has very virtues. You know, one Mawli Ilyas Rahmatullah alayh, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu may shower blessing on him, uski qabr ko Allah Pak noor se bhar de. He says that one step taken in the path of Allah, whatever Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is going to give us at the day of judgment, if Allah Jalla give us a glimpse of that in this world, we will die out of happiness. एक कदम जो इस रास्ते में उठाएगा हमारा कलेजा फट जाएगा खुशी से, इतनी ग्रेट चीज़ है. And then on each, in this path, the du'as of the person are accepted by Allah Jalla Jalaluhu as if like the du'as of Anbiya alayhi salatu wasalam. And Allah going to take care of this person, the generation of this person who is going in the path of Allah. You know, it's a great favor that Allah has given us to us. So my dear brother, it is a very rewarding effort. It is a basic responsibility of person. So we need to spend this time in according with the rules which have made by our elders. You know, 1 second, 1 rupee spent in the path of Allah is equal to as if you are spending 7 lakh rupees in the path of Allah. And 1 ibadah is converted into 49 crore, I do not know how many millions are these. So each second counts. 1 second spent in the path of Allah is equal to 49 crore seconds, which come to be 95 years, people have calculated. So we do not want to waste our this time. We want to achieve maximum after this thing. With that, I make my own connection with Allah and I ask other people to come in the path of Allah. Because the source of power is Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is a doer. Each and everything which we look at, we cannot look, has been created by Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu controls each and everything. And Allah Jalla Jalaluhu has made us Jannat for us. We are here for a very little short period of time. We had this the hair black and this converted into white. I do not know how did they convert into white. And we are inching towards our end. So we must prepare ourselves. Any circumstances, unless he guard you for another kufr or something like that. But it is our duty to obey him. So obedience of the Amir is a first and the most important thing. When we have get together, where a Jamaat has been made, Zimidar has been selected, when we try to sleep together, try to sit together, even our elders say we should should keep our shoes together. We keep everything together, and then we should. Here there are not many people, but when there are more rush and there are more people, we must designate a place for our Jamaat. That okay, on each amal we will assemble on such and such place in the masjid. And then we must try to sit in each and every amal from the beginning up to the end. This is the basis of this tashkil. That we should sit together and we should attend every ijtimai amal from the start to the end. Number one. Number two is that we should do not do our individual ibadah during the ijtimai amal. When there is ijtimai amal, inshallah you will go into the different places, and then there will be an announcement that there will be a bayan. Now if you get busy in making nawafil, then there will be no majma jod, and the person who is assigned the task of speaking, he will also get disheartened. So what we need to do is, for each amal, we must delay our individual ibadah and try to sit together in the ijtema, in the amal, right from the beginning to the end of the amal. So inshallah, then when the hidayat are being given and the Amir will ask you to sit together, and then we decide where are we going according to this tashkil. Then we need to search our niyat, why we are going. This is the zimmawari, this is the responsibility of Amir to ask each individual why we are going out. What is my niyat? Why have I left my job and children and where I am going? So the basic thing is, I am going to complete that responsibility which has been given to us by Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, for which we have been the Ummah Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This is my responsibility, and I am going to achieve that, and I want to have connection with Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. So we will search our niyat, inshallah, and then we in our country we ask people to go by the public transportation. Because if you go in your own car, then you sit together and yourself, you do not have the muqayyan to talk to the people, to give dawah to people. So in our places, we request the Jamaat, we instruct the Jamaat to use the public transportation, make a halqa of talim in a railway station, make a halqa of talim in the bus station, and while going in the train, give dawah to the people. While going in the bus, you have the occasion, occasion to talk to the people, give dawah. So here, I think probably it will be difficult. But try wherever this is possible. We first priority is to go by the public transportation. And then, one very important thing is, then when we go in the path of Allah, we will spend our own time, our own money, our own akal, our own wisdom. All these things will be spent. We will not look to our Amir for everything. Every one of us is a very responsible person. Everyone is running his shop, running his job, looking after his family. Everybody is wise enough. But once it has been seen, once we come in the tabligh, then we always see towards now what should I do? If you want him to bring ticket of the bus, then he will ask you how I get this ticket. While in my own life we are doing all these things. So we must utilize our own wisdom, jaan, mal, waqt or akal, sari is baar mein lagane. So we will do. Then we should know we should not take with us the very valuable items, things which need security. We should not take the thing. And the use of this mobile, because it has almost become unavoidable. But what we must do is probably we should not take it. But if it has to be taken, then put it off. And if you have to, we should not utilize it. But if you have to do it, then make some time in the night. Okay, I will open it for the given message or something like that. But if you keep on playing with this, then you will never be concentrated for the job for which we are going to have. You know, previously used to say when they were that this cell phone was not available, we used to call through telephone. So if you make a call to your house, you have to start your chilla again, because you have visited your house and you have met your people. Now presently, with each second we are talking to our family, and now so much so that we are seeing the picture of them also. So it does not give us the required concentration. We cannot concentrate because we are always in our family. So my dear brother, this time we have given to Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, so we must utilize this time for the sake of Allah. We should not waste it in playing this with this gadget. You should not keep valuable with us. Do not take more money than requirement. Here you have the card, it's okay, but we should not take more money. And then we should sit together and we decide how to go and how far we will go. And for one day or for a traveling journey, we should collect the money. Hanji, Zadera. We should collect Zadera. And then we should divide it at least with 2 persons. We keep this money with 2 persons for the safety reason. And once we are going there, we should make plan, and according to the plan we go. And if we got a chance in the traveling, we should give dawah to each other. If we do not get a chance, we should give dawah to each other. We should make talim and things like that. Alhamdulillah, when the dua is done, then you should not spend even little time in this masjid. The masjid from where you are leaving, after dua, you have no reason to stay back. You need to go out. If you have some job to be done, go to another masjid. But here a masjid is very far away. But basically, in our cases, that when the skill is made, you should not wait for any minute. If you have something to do, some job is done, you have move from this place to another musalla, for another masjid, and wait there for. So, inshallah, when we start our journey, we say all the sunnah du'as of traveling. Safar ki dua, there is safar dua is another, and the traveling in the bus and the riding in the bus, that is a separate dua. Said we are going out of the masjid, we should go in sunnah way, and then we sit in the transport in a sunnah way. Haji, we should learn all these du'as. Okay, once we are going to reaching designated place and we see the city, there are du'as for that. If you do not remember the du'as, you have this small little book. You know, this is sunnah that we must, when see a city from where we are going, we make sure dua for that. Before entering into the city, we should make dua for that. And when we are reached our destination, we are going into the masjid, we should enter in the masjid in the sunnah way. Keep our luggage at a designated place. And we must ask the intizamiya of the masjid, where should we keep our this luggage? Keep it neat and clean. You know, when we see a masjid where is not favorable to our job, then we try to keep each and everything neat and clean. But when we see this masjid is favorable to us, then sometime where pant is in one way and the towel is another way. So we are to do the job for the sake of Allah. So we must keep our luggage neat and clean, put a chadar on it, and then enter into the masjid by making dua. The moment we enter the masjid, we have settled down, we sit, we make mashwara. Before that, if somebody has wuzu, they should say 2 rakat, tahiyatul masjid, tahiyatul wuzu, and make dua for that. You know, the tabligh, the nutshell in tabligh is that we make dua and dawat. We cannot do each and everything. We are very weak. Tabligh is a very big job. It's a job of the Anbiya alayhi salatu wasalam. So on each step, we will try to Allah, we will ask Allah's help. So once we reach the masjid, we say 2 nawafil, 4 nawafil, just how much we can. And then we get together and sit together and make mashwara. In mashwara, you know, now we are going to start the job practically. So whenever we go to the masjid, try to locate all brothers. Before reaching to that place, try to reach to the old brothers of that particular area and try to get their help. And once, if he is available, it is a very good thing. When any old brother has come, take the ahwal of the masjid. The basic thing is, what are the ahwal? Who is the condition of 5 amal in this masjid? So one important thing is, we should not pressurize the old brothers of that area to go in the path of Allah. You have left your chilla, so you first give your name. If you pressurize, if you become more demanding from that old person, maybe that he will not come for the next masjid, for the next salat to you. So we must take care of our old brothers like we respect our ulamas. We respect our old brothers like this and ask for their guidance. We should not ask them that you are sleeping, you are not working, that people sometimes, the area people says that this particular person is an old person, but presently he is sleeping. Nobody is sleeping. We should not talk about this. We go and as if we get guidance for ulama, we just like that we treat them and ask them that we have come for this purpose. You gave us the taqazas. Do tell us how to act. No, we will ask for about the five amal of the masjid. If the amal of the masjid are there, they are mawjood, they are there in the masjid, then with our visit, we must increase we must isko mazboot kar de humko. If 5 amal is already there, with our reaching over there, the more life come to these 5 amal. And if some amal is missing, then we try to revive that amal in that masjid. So the basic thing, and then we must keep in mind that the basic thing is that we want to have a cash jamaat from this place. It is very difficult to get a cash jamaat, but we will try, we will do each and everything. You know, our elder says that we should not only that should make dua, but we make visitation, and we try to reach to every Muslim of that area and try to tell them to come to the masjid. If they come to the masjid, then it will be easy, they will listen. If they do not come, then it will be very difficult. So we will try to reach each and every Muslim. We will try to reach to each and every old brother who is in the area and persuade them to go in the path of Allah. Our elder says that we should make fikr. You know, this Jamaat are going, you cannot take a Jamaat cash out unless you have fikr, unless you cry for that, unless you make, you know, in the day you work on your brothers, you work on the Muslims, and then in the night you cry to Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Our Amir was, one of our Amir, he used to send us to the different person, and when we come back, he will say, okay, write the name of. So I have met 5 brothers, he has met 3 brothers, so all he will get checked. And we keep all those sheets on those, sheet ko kya kehte hain? Paper. All those paper having name of the brothers, he would keep these paper on the member of the masjid. And then at the night, he would say, okay, make dua, make this after your tahajjud, go take your paper and take the name of that individual to whom you have met, to whom you have given out. Then make a dua to Allah. Ya Allah, I made this effort. I have given them dawat. Now it is you can give the hadayah. So, you know, this is dua and crying. And inshallah, we will do like this. We cannot make people go out in the path of Allah. We will only try. We will make efforts. For that, we have to sacrifice of our own individual requirements. You know, our elders say you have to shift your eating habits also. You may do away with your lunch, not that you are not eating, so, but because you are making so much effort. You are going to meet our brothers and do not find any time for eating. So you can miss, you know, it works. We have particularly we have tested this. When we miss our lunch or we take it 2-3 hours later, you know, on this Allah Jalla gave cash Jamaat. But if you are fixed, we have a fixed timetable for our lunch or our dinner and the tea and the night tea and the morning tea, then you know you may be spending your time, but it may not bring us the desired results. So we will, and then we will make jawlas and very special jawlas and all the things done. You know, keeping this in view that the Jamaat ka jod rakha, that we have very good relation with each other. You know, if we care for each other, the basic thing is that everybody who is going, at least he should not come with this mind that I am going to take khidmat from others. Everybody who is going in the path of Allah, he should go with niyat that at least I will do my own khidmat. This is the basic thing. And then Allah Jalla Jalaluhu has given some health and youth. There are some people and they can take care of them. Then they should take care of the old people who are in the masjid, the Jamaat. And if there are ulama, we should take care of them. And so much so, if Allah Pak have given the strength, take care of the masjid also. Make safai of the masjid also. And then if still you have the youth and the energies, then take care of the people of the surrounding area. The people who are coming to the musallis, make khidmat of them. So basic thing is that we must take care of ourselves and we should not go with this niyat that I will make people do my khidmat. So everybody will make, it is said that you have to spend your own money, your own time and your own faculties, wisdom and your own energies. If you have money, spend money. If you have time, spend your time. If Allah Jalla Jalaluhu has given all the qualities, you are required to spend all. Your wisdom, your money, your time, to spend it back. Because Allah Jalla Jalaluhu has given it. We should not be miser in spending our money and time in this. So one thing is, when we require to spend 1 rupee, we should not spend 2 on that. And one job can be done in an hour, we should not spend 2 hours on that. So this we will keep all these things. So now we are settled in the masjid, and we will not say, you know, the person who is who wants to be good in tabligh, he should be talkative. He should use his tongue. He should talk to the people. If you sit mum in the masjid, if you do not give dawah to the people when in the path of Allah, you will never be able to give dawah when you are back at your home. So you must sit in the masjid facing not toward Qibla, facing toward the door of the masjid. Once we were visiting in a masjid and we were facing, our Jamaat were facing towards Qibla, and we were 7-month Jamaat, we were going to Bairun Mulk. No, one Jamaat came from Kohat. They were local Jamaat and they were on Chilla. The Amir of their masjid was a sort of a funny person. He came and he shook hands with us and told him, why are you sitting over here? Where are you from? We said, we are 7-month Jamaat, Bairun, we are going. He said, oh, I thought you are Zakirin, because your face is towards Qibla. So we got annoyed that he is a Chilla person and local person, and we are a 7-month person going Bairun, and he is teaching us things like that. But he is very right. You should sit in the masjid facing toward the door, and you should be vigilant and alert. When a person comes, we shake hands with them. When we reach to a masjid, we should not consider ourselves as a guest over there. We are the host now. Anybody, even the Muhalla person, they are also our guest. We try to once you have spoken to a person, give salam to him, shook hand with him, and then he is definitely going to sit with you. But if you ignore him, he comes there, he doesn't know what far you have come. You must introduce yourself, and then our elder says, in the masjid, you sit, get your Jamaat scattered in the masjid, and sit with the people, and like try to, the moment he is finished with his salat, try to ask him. Somebody may not feel it happy, no problem. You know, Allah के लिए हमें अपने आप को झुका देना है. अगर कोई नहीं बात सुनता, somebody is not listening, or somebody is हमारे साथ गुस्ताखी कर रहा है, no problem. What we must utilize our wisdom, that what time I should speak to this person. If he is busy in the tasbih or zikr, then we should wait. And we should not make him sit with us and listen to us. Maybe that he will not come to the masjid again. So we must see that what time he is going to free. So we must give him a leverage, a time, so that once he is free, then we can speak to him. This would become that once you become more friendly. You know, Tabligh person, the basic quality of a Tablighi is that he is friendly everywhere. He goes with Allah, hug a person, and shake hand, and introduce yourself. You know, in our 7-month Jamaat, one of our elders, when a person came, he was a very fat person, he could not even stand, but he stood for that, and you know, he hugged him, and when he went to Mia Sahib, who was he? Well, I don't know. Well, you gave him a hug, and we know, but this is the matter. This is how we should treat every person. So then there are jawlas. See what time our people are available. Make that jawla. And then 24 hours, everybody should have his own agenda, his own schedule. Unless you have your own zikr and your ibadah, every person, then it will be difficult for you to spend time in tabligh. So you must take care of your salat also. You know, nowadays, I have also experienced this thing. When you go in the jawla, and this is Aqama time now. No, he said, no, we are in the path of Allah. We will make our own congregation. We will make our own salat. It's not good. One takbirullah is better than in entire university and everything. We must take care of this thing. We must plan our everything, that my jawla should finish before, if I have to take wuzu, then we take care of that time also. We tell to our guide, our rahbar, that we have to reach takbirullah. So it is no compromise on that. We must, it is good, okay, we are making salat for 3%, and we are happy that we have done. No, we must reach for this takbirullah. We should, at least during the tashkil period, we do every salat with takbirullah. You know, if you are going to 40 days, then try to do this salat for 40 days to be able to get that virtues of 40 days salat with takbirullah. So my dear, and then whenever there is a requirement, then you can take money to our zadira. Do not collect more money, just simply that much money which is sufficient for 2-3 days. And then if there is Jamaat ready, then give hadayat to them. And when going to the masajid and leaving the masajid, we take care of each and every aspect of the masjid. Here the people are, alhamdulillah, going more important. Cleanliness. We should not make the masjid dirty, and we should not scatter our things around in the masjid. And once we leave the masjid, leave the masjid in a better condition. In our case, there was one very, very big officer with us. I saw that he has brought with him these rubber shoes and gloves and the cleaning material. When everybody was sleeping, he will wake up in the night and clean the washrooms and things like that. If Allah just gave us the tawfiq, we must make khidmat of the masjid also. We leave it clean and so one aspect is that we spend all this time in 4 jobs. We are going in the path of Allah, so our time is very precious. So every time we must be doing one of the 4 items. Number 1, dawat ila Allah. Maximum time we should use during our tashkil, giving dawat to a person. What is a dawat to Allah? I asked some elders, what does it mean? How shall we do this dawat to Allah? No, he says that whenever we go to the masjid, we should, whenever a person comes, shake hand with him. And if he listens to you, introduce yourself, ask him what he is doing, get close to him, and then tell him that I have Allah Jalla Jalaluhu has sent me to this masjid, who has created you and me. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu has created the skies, and Allah Jalla Jalaluhu in the Quran, Allah Pak give dawat. Afala yanzuruna ila al-ibil. Allah says, have you seen this camel? How I have made it? How this skies have? No, these are the all dawat. We will tell them that Allah created everything. Allah has given us children and eyes, and Allah Pak has created skies and things like that. I am now coming. I come in the path of Allah. I do not know what is tabligh. So I am just come here to learn this tabligh, and likewise I request you also to go to the path of Allah, because this is the responsibility given us to by Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, by which you are Nabi Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam being the last Payghambar. This is dawat. So to give dawat to a person, so maximum time of our tashkir should be spent. Dawat is 2 types. One is individual dawat, one is collective dawat. What we are doing is a collective dawat, Ijtema dawat. But maximum time should be given to individual dawat. We should talk to each and every person who comes to masjid, and if he doesn't come to masjid, we go out and talk to people. So maximum time जो है ना हमारा किस में होना चाहिए? दावत अल्लाह पे. When then zikr ibadat. We should not give less importance to our salat and things like that. These are very, very important. At least during our tashkil, we should not miss any salat. And then additional salat are there. Tahajjud there, tahajjud, and then awabin, ishraq. All these two we must take care. But these are in our age, not on the cost of dawat. Dawat is paramount. All nafli ibadat, dawat is paramount. Then we should take all the nafrat. Then tasbiyat, morning and evening. We must fix a place. We must concentrate on the word and make this, and we must read Quran also. So if somebody cannot read Quran, try to learn, give some tea to some person, sit together with him and try to learn Quran. Unless we do not know how to read Quran. Actual thing is, we must read Quran and we know what message is conveying to me. And then we try to act upon this. And third haqq of Quran is we take it to the rest of the world. But presently, I do not know how to read Quran. So, Quran contains message. We must do, we are spending a year in Tabligh and we do not know Quran. We cannot read it correctly. Quran is a message from Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. So we must give some time during our tashkil to Quran. If you do not know, there must be in your Quran some qari, some, and make khidmat them and sit with them and learn how to read. At least one juz every day. And then we must learn different duas which Nabi Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has shown to us. How to go to latrine, what is dua for eating, what dua is for changing clothes. There are some basic duas which we must learn. We must get our kalma corrected. Sit with a person, with an alim, and give him, tell him that guide me on my salat and thing like that. Seekna, one thing is dawat Allah, second is zikr ibadat, third is seekna sikhana. Whatever you know, teach to others. What you do not know, try to learn. And then is the khidmat. As I told, that everybody try to make his own khidmat at least. He should not demand khidmat from others. And to whom Allah Jalla Jalla have given the tawfiq, they should make khidmat of themselves and their colleagues and their alims and their village and the masjid and also that. So these we must spend our time, and this in our tashkeel we should avoid. We should not make any sawal nahi karna. कोई किसी से कोई चीज़ मांगनी नहीं है. We should not ask. We should all take our toothpaste and brushes and towels and things requirement with us. We even should not use the slipper of other person. So during this tashkeel, not only during tarjim, we should not make any dua ko sawal ko kya kehte hain. We should not ask anybody for anything. Number one, we should avoid this thing. Number two, we should not do israf. Israf means spending money where it's not required. If you can do your job in 1 rupee, spend 1. Do not spend 2 rupees. If you can do a job in 1 hour, you should not be spending 1.5 hours on that. Presently, people say we are in the path of Allah, our meter is down, no problem, we can do it. No, we should take care of this time. So, we should not ask people for anything. We should not make israf. Number two. Number three, we should not utilize any item of our colleague without asking his permission. This is very important. Because if you go about and take a slipper to go to the bathroom, this person comes and finds his slipper missing, then he may curse the Mahalla people that they have stolen my chapel and things like that. So we should not utilize, if it is required, if it must, go and ask from him, I want to utilize this thing. And if you give permission, okay. So these are the 3 things which we should avoid. And we should not, ज़रूरत की बातें भी मस्जिद में कम करनी है. Yani if you have to speak in the masjid, there is no question that we should discuss worldly thing in the masjid. We should not laugh in the masjid. We should take care of masjid. We should not run in the masjid. We should not drop things in the masjid. You know, we must respect it. You say Allah's home, we must take care of that. So we take care of the masjid affair, and then we do not indulge in things which are, if these are not essential, we should not speak in there. Hazrat Umar used to, if he wanted to make somebody to pay attention, he used to send a small pebble to him to be attentive. So ज़रूरत की बात भी conveying करनी, ज़रूरत की बात भी कम करनी है. हाँ जी. And then it is also said that some 4 things are that we should do it less. Number 1 is eating. We cannot do less eating. Okay, eat so that you should make jawals and things like that. But overeating and every time thinking about eating, it is not good. And then oversleeping. We need 6 hours. It is enough for a person, 6 hours. And if there was one Karguzari, and a foreign person come to Pakistan, and he jokingly gave Karguzari in a big Karguzari, and he said, when we did our salat, we had our lunch, breakfast, and then we went to sleep. Then we get up at 12, then we have a lunch or something like that of salat, and then we again went to sleep. And he said most of the time we were sleeping or eating. And we should not create this habit of sleeping and eating so much. We should do it, which is the requirement of our body. So these are, previously we used to call these 12 asul of these. So 12 asul, there is no asul. But we can try it. We spend our entire time on 4 things. Dawat ilallah, zikr ibadat, sikla sikhana, and khidmat. And we avoid asking people. We need to spend our own money, our own time, and our own things. We should not expect others to help you in spending money. It is a great blessing of Allah that Allah has given us chance to spend money in the path of Allah. You know, we are spending every day. This, the person who was giving bayan is this. He said each minute of our life, we are spending our time also, and we are spending our money also. If you do not spend in the path of Allah, you have to spend it in some other way. So we have a big heart when you go in the path of Allah, and do not spend it too much, but as per requirement. And in this, when we are going in the path of Allah, it is said that the people who are more wealthy, they have more money, they should come down to standard to the, and the people who are poor, they should come a little up. So in between something, inshallah, the things will be done. So my dear brother, the basic thing which is of importance, हम आपको जो भेज रहे हैं, ये मैं एक बड़े आदमी की बात करता हूँ. The elder said that we are sending you not to make the people of the world to give them the hidayat. We are sending you, तुम खुद बनकर आ जाओ. अब इसकी क्या अंग्रेजी होगी? तो भाई, he says that we do not want you to give hidayat to the people. We are not sending you with the aim to go and give hidayat to लोगों को बनाने के लिए जाओ. No. We want you come back as a team united. You come back as a team with a love and affection. You come with a team with your own habits have been changed. तुम गोद के बच्चे हो. वो ये कह रहे हैं कि तुम गोद के बच्चे हो, पहले तुम बन के आओ, पेट के बच्चे की तो अल्लाह बाद में बात करेगा. Where we are going, they are like a baby in the womb of a mother. So when he come, Allah will take care of it. Now Allah is taking care of him in the womb. But basic thing is you are the child of a lap. Basic thing is you. तो आप हमारी गोद के बच्चे हो, आपकी ज़रूरत है, तुम बंद कर आ जाओ. तो अवर हजरात से कि we do not want you कि भाई तुम दुनिया को बना कर आओ, तुम खुद बंद कर आ जाओ. ठीक है जी. अल्लाह पाक जज़ाए खैर अता फरमाए. कोई बात है?
Inshallah, we will have the dua, the final dua shortly. All the brothers are requested to come, and whoever is in, Brother Shafiq is here. Anyone in the tent outside? Anyone who is in the gym, in the multi-purpose hall? Brother Wasim, you're here, the serving Jamaat?
And the Amir Sahib, all the Amir of the Jamaat.
Yes, all the Jamaat from Houston, England, and Pakistan. We request the Amir of the Jamaat, please come in the front. And the Jamaats that are going out in the path of Allah also come sit close to the front. If you see anyone else in the gym, in the multi-purpose hall, upstairs, in the hallways, anywhere, please come together, come closer.
इस तरफ करो, इस तरफ.
Imam Kashif, if Maulana Kashif, if you're here, you can come to the front also. MashaAllah, so many brothers coming in. If you see anyone else in the hallways, in the multi-purpose hall, please tell them to come closer. Come to the main masjid. After the dua, we need some volunteers for the cleaning. We need not just some, we need many. As many of you that can, we heard so many fada'il of the cleaning of the masjid. So we need cleaning of the masjid area, cleaning of the bathrooms, wrapping up the multi-purpose hall, folding the tarps, upstairs, so many areas that we need help with. So please, after the dua, after the musafaha, if you can spare some time, please, we will meet in the multi-purpose hall, in the gym. As soon as you enter in that area, that's where we will get together. We will distribute the different teams that will take care of the different tasks. So please try to spend some time. And by 8:45, if you have anything upstairs, if your bedding or anything is upstairs, please bring that downstairs. The upstairs will be a Sunday school, so we don't want to have anything over there. The access will be gone. So please make sure after the dua that you bring your things down if you have anything upstairs. Come closer, brothers. We see more brothers coming in, please. Come closer, inshallah. Come, the ones who are still in the gym, still outside in the hallways, in the lobby, please come closer. Please fill in the areas, inshallah. Come closer. And come, we still see some people upstairs, in the hallways, in the multi-purpose hall. If you see anybody outside, if anybody's in the lobby, if anybody's in the hallway, they can make a quick run outside to see if they see anybody outside. And by the tent area, by the wudu areas outside, please tell them to come inside also. We want to thank this masjid that...
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Before dua starts, we would like to thank the Islamic Center of Irving, its management, the Shura Council, Shura body, to hosting this Ijtema in the Islamic Center of Irving. Inshallah, dua will be made for the ummah, for the community, so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept this Ijtema. This Ijtema would not be possible without the help of the management, the Shura Council, the Shura body, and all the local brothers from Islam, the Irving community. We'd like to thank you for hosting this Ijtema and taking care of the guests, those who come from different states, different cities. We thank you for your sacrifice. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you a lot of reward for your sacrifice. We know people came from Memphis, from Lubbock, from Amarillo, from San Antonio, Houston, Austin, and different parts of the country, different parts of the world. We have Jamaat from South Africa, Jamaat from Pakistan, Jamaat from England, Jamaat from Houston. We thank everyone for coming, attending this Ijtema. And also, particularly the Islamic Center of Irving, they have been very, very cooperative. They have opened these facilities for us. And the community has been very, very supporting, very helpful. So we make dua for the Islamic Center of Irving, the community, the Shura Council, the Shura body, and all the brothers in the community. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept everyone's sacrifice. Dua will be made.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم ألف لام ميم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم يا أحد الصمد الذي لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد وعنت الوجوه للحي القيوم لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين اللهم إنك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عنا يا كريم رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين يا حفيظ يا رقيب يا رحيم يا غفور يا حفيظ يا رقيب يا محيمن يا غفور يا الله يا رحمن يا رحيم يا صمد يا حي يا قيوم يا محيمن يا ذا الجلال والإكرام وإلهكم إله واحد لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا وأخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا انت مولانا فانصرنا علی القوم الکافرین ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد اذ هدیتنا وهب لنا من لدنک رحمہ انک انت الوہاب اللہم انک عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا یا کریم اللہم لا مانع لما اعطیت ولا معطی لما منعت ولا ينفع الجد منک الجد اعوذ بکلمات اللہ التامات من شر ما خلق رب اجعلنی مقیم الصلاۃ من ذریتی ربنا وتقبل دعاء ربنا اغفر لی ولوالدی وللمؤمنین یوم یقوم الحساب ربنا آتنا فی الدنیا حسنۃ وفی الآخرۃ حسنۃ وقنا عذاب النار یا اللہ جس مقصد کے لیے ہم آپ کی خدمت میں آپ کی اس اجتماع میں بہت دور دور سے لوگ آئے یا اللہ اس مقصد کو آپ پورا کرنے کی توفیق عطا فرما یا اللہ بہت دور سے لوگ آئے یا اللہ تیری دین کے لیے آئے یا حی یا قیوم ہمارے سارے گناہ معاف فرما دے یا اللہ ہماری امت کے سارے گناہ معاف فرما دے یا اللہ دین کے کام کو ہم نے فکر کے ساتھ نہیں کیا اس کی توجہ نہیں دی ہم اپنے کاروباروں میں لگے رہے یا اللہ اس جرم پر ہمیں معاف فرما دے یا حی یا قیوم یا اللہ ہم مخلوق ہے ہماری محنت مخلوق ہے ہوگا وہ جو تیرے ارادے سے یا اللہ اپنے حکم ارادے سے عمومی ہدایت کے فیصلے فرما دے یا اللہ ساری انسانیت کی ہدایت دے دے یا اللہ اس ہدایت پھیلانے میں ہمیں اس مجمع کو ہماری عورتوں کو ہمارے بچوں کو استعمال کر لے یا اللہ اس کام کرنے والوں کی حفاظت فرما یا الہی سارے خطوں کو سارے امریکہ کے لیے ہدایت کا سبب بنا یا اللہ سارے امریکہ کو سارے عالم کے لیے ہدایت کا سبب بنا دے یا اللہ ہوگا وہ جو آپ کے حکم ارادے سے ہے یا ہم یا مخلوق ہمارے ارادے کچھ نہیں ہوگا یا اللہ اپنے کن فیکون سے یا اللہ اس ہدایت کو عام کر دے یا اللہ ہماری مساجد کو آباد فرما دے یا اللہ ہمارے مراکز کو آباد فرما دے حرمین شریف کو یا اللہ فرما دے اس کو آباد فرما دے اور یا اللہ ہمیں ان سے محروم نہ کر یا حی یا قیوم ہماری کمی کوتاہی سے ہماری امت پر رحم فرما یا اللہ آپ ہماری کمی کوتاہی کو نہ دیکھیں یا اللہ یا آپ اپنے رحم اور کرم سے یا اللہ اس دین کی محنت کو عام کر دے یا اللہ مسلمانوں میں جہاں جہاں تفرقے ہیں یا اس کو ختم کر دے ہمارے دلوں میں ایک دوسرے کے لیے محبت ڈال دے یا حی یا قیوم ہمیں اس دعوت کے کام کو لے کر چلنے کی توفیق عطا فرما دے ہمارے دلوں میں ایک دوسرے کی محبت ڈال دے یا حی یا قیوم ایک دوسرے کی عزت ڈال دے یا اللہ جو مسائل آئے ہوئے ہیں آپ کے علم میں یا اللہ وہ ہوگا وہ جو آپ چاہیں گے یا اللہ اپنے دلوں کے مالک ہے آپ کی دو انگلیوں کے دوران تمام دل ہے یا اللہ ان دلوں کو پھیر دے یا اللہ آپ جگانے کا اتفاق عطا فرما دے یا اللہ مساجد کی جو خدمت کر رہے ہیں یا حی یا قیوم تو ان کی مدد فرما ان کی دنیا کی حاجتیں پوری کر دے اجتماع میں یا اللہ جتنی محنت کی گئی یا اللہ انتظامیہ نے کی یا اللہ جو اس میں صفائیوں میں لگے رہے جنہوں نے دعوت کا کام کیا یا اللہ ان کی تمام کی جائز حاجات پوری کر دے ان کو اجر عظیم عطا فرما دے یا اللہ جو ہے ہماری مساجد میں جو انتظامیہ یا اللہ ان کے دلوں کو آپس میں جوڑ دے ان کو یا اللہ ان کو دین کی محنت قبول فرما یا اللہ انہوں نے اپنی مسجد کو تیرے کام کے لیے دیا یا حی یا قیوم ان کو ان کی بچوں کو ان کے گھر بار کو ان کو صحت تندرستی ایمان اور یا اللہ ان کی صحتوں میں ان کی جوانیوں میں ان کی کمائیوں میں برکت ڈال دے یا اللہ ہم سب کو دین کی محنت کے قبول فرما لے یا حی یا قیوم یا اللہ جتنی کمی کوتاہیاں ہم سے ہوئی ہے دین کی محنت کے لیے یا حی یا قیوم وہ ہمیں معاف فرما دے اور یا اللہ اس ذمہ داری کو جو آپ نے نبی پاک صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کی امتی ہونے کے سیدھے ہمیں دی ہے اس ذمہ داری کو پورا کرنے کے لیے یا اللہ وسائل بھی عطا فرما صلاحیتیں بھی عطا فرما اور اپنے کی محبتیں بھی عطا فرما یا اللہ جتنے بیمار ہیں ان کا شفا کاملہ عاجلہ عطا فرما جتنے مقروضہ قرض اپنی جناب سے عطا فرما یا اللہ مسجد میں یہ جو لوگ بیٹھے ہوئے ہیں جو جنہوں نے دعاؤں کا کہا ہے یا اللہ ان کی جائز حاجات پوری کر دے یا اللہ ان کے بچوں کو نیک و صالح کر دے ان کے بچیوں کا جناب انتظام فرما دے یا اللہ ان کی جنریشن جو آنے والی ہیں یا اللہ ان کا حفاظت فرما یا حی یا قیوم یہ آگ لگی ہوئی ہے بے دینی کی یا اللہ اس بے دینی کے معاملے میں ان لوگوں نے مسجدوں کو آباد کیا ہوا ہے یا حی یا قیوم کے گھروں کو آباد کر دے یا اللہ ان کے بچوں کو دین کی فکر قبول فرما یا حی یا ان کے مالوں میں برکت ڈال دے یا اللہ یہ چھوٹی پوٹی کو یا اللہ مخلوق ہیں हम यही कुर्बानी कर सकते हैं। या अल्लाह तो इसी को कबूल करके हिदायत के फैसले फरमा दे। या अल्लाह जिन्होंने इस इज्तिमा को या अल्लाह कामयाब कराने में किसी किस्म की भी मेहनत की है, या अल्लाह उसके बच्चों को उनके घर में बरकतें डाले। या अल्लाह हम सबको मिलकर दीन की मेहनत के कबूल फरमा। या अल्लाह हम कमज़ोर है, या अल्लाह हमें मांगना नहीं आता, या अल्लाह बिला मांगे अता फरमा दे। या अल्लाह हमारी दुआ को कबूल फरमा। वसल्लल्लाहु तआला अला खैर खल्क़ि मुहम्मद व आलिहि व अस्हाबिहि अजमईन बिरहमतिक या अरहमर राहिमीन। आमीन आमीन आमीन।
So brothers who are going out in Jamaat, inshallah, please come for Musafa. The Jamaat from Dallas, Brother Arif Wadood, Brother Ansari Sahab from Epic Masjid, Brother Qamar from Epic, Brother Nasir from Frisco, Brother Abdul Hadi, and Brother Farhan from Irving, Brother Abdul Rauf from Plano, and Brother Khurram from Irving also. So all these brothers are requested to come for Musafa, inshallah. This is the Dallas Jamaat. So all the brothers of this Jamaat are requested to come for Musafa. Then we have the Oklahoma Jamaat, the Tulsa Jamaat. This Brother Asad, Brother Junaid, Brother Malik Sahab, Brother Abdul Mateen, and Brother Habibur Rahman. This is another 40-day Jamaat from Tulsa. Rest of the Jamaats, England Jamaat, Pakistan Jamaat can also make Musafa. Right now, right? Inshallah, all the brothers are requested to proceed for breakfast in the multipurpose hall. Breakfast in the multipurpose hall is ready. Brother Tahir from Tulsa is also in the Oklahoma Jamaat.
Inshallah, brothers, we request the brothers after the breakfast, some brothers help us for the wrap up, the clean up this masjid and the bathroom and the kitchen area. Jazakallah khair. All the youngsters, please help us, inshallah.
Brother Sayyid Qalandar Shah passed away, so we'll make dua for him. And also, if there's a lost phone, if you find a lost phone, you can turn it into the office. Somebody's looking for their phone.